one of the things that is not in there, that is in this one here, and this was the city of Alexandria, Indiana. We should address the late charge. Now, it's going to be the same as a late charge for the water, where it was 10%, correct? Is that what you charge?
10%, yeah.
Okay, so it would be overall, but I think that we need that in the trash ordinance also.
I want to think about for a second whether that really goes in the trash ordinance or it goes in your utility, in your rate
Well,
ordinance, because you're paying it into the utility right now.
I spoke to Todd Austin, he's the utilities guy for State Board of Accounts, and he asked just that, what are you doing? Are you putting it in the sewer or are you doing it differently? So I sent this to him and Charlie, and they said, oh, it looks like it's going to be different. So you're just going to set up a general fund, line item.
Says garbage collection.
Your general, it says garbage collection. And then but then we still can attach it to the, we can attach it to the bill.
They had,
Okay, so you want it in this bill?
yeah, I think we should. This is the one, I'll give you this copy. Okay. That's the ordinance that Alexander City, it's not much. Yours is better. But that thing was in there, and I noticed it, so.
Well, we'll need to put all of the rate in, not because I didn't have the rate in now. I was thinking that was going to be part of it.
Yeah, the rates have to be in.
Okay.
Okay, now, action items. Love this. When can you get that back to John?
Probably by the end of the week, just a couple days to make those corrections.
Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll have it Friday. Okay.
Well, I can buy it to everybody's also.
Yeah, get it to Keith and I at the same time. An email, and then we turn around, and any comments, get them back to her so that we can then turn around and get it back, because I want to be able to approve that thing, and make sure it's what we got in it, what we said, before we have that trash ordinance or the trash in place.
Rita, in the draft, was there anything that addressed what recyclable materials are? Or can you just throw anything in that tub and set it out there?
It says the recyclables are materials which are comprised of plastic, glass, cardboard, newspaper, or other organic matter which may be recycled and which are included on a list provided by the town of Odon to residents as acceptable materials for recycling. And I was going to see if Ginger would maybe assist on that, if she had information on that.
Well, the information we need is from Republic. Republic
Okay,
has
well,
that list,
yeah,
and all we have to do is
Probably
get it.
true.
But should we say no other material in that particular tub?
Right,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we
Is that
can
in
have
the
that.
RFP? And then you include that there?
I included everything in the RFP, yes.
Have they given us anything like that?
Well, that's what I was wondering if it wasn't in the.
Yeah, I have that right.
And that's right there on top of the tray.
Okay, this one's hard to read. This is an example of the waste collection agreement, and this again is Alexandria, Indiana, which is relatively our size. It's the agreement between, I don't want Rumpke, or not Rumpke, but Republic, to come on and say, well, here's our agreement. No, I want, if you can, take that one and draft our own agreement between us and Rumpke, Republic. Yeah, I know, so.
That's the only copy I have of that too, so.
Okay, I'll make you a copy if you don't. Can you have that within a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, when we did the request for proposal, there was a draft, I think there was an agreement on it.
It was. It was a draft, okay, and that, but you have to have a signed contract and that,
Right.
a signed agreement
So,
with it.
are they amenable to that?
I don't know. We're gonna present it to them before we give them a go-ahead, don't we? Well, what we said, and when we approved it, was that we would have a signed agreement prior to 1 June. Now,
So we would have a signed agreement with them or?
with them, prior to 1 June, we want to commence work on 1 June.
I think that's optimistic schedule.
It
I
probably
don't,
is.
you know, maybe a little
And-
later in June or 1st of July, but I think that's
It may be,
pretty
Okay.
accelerated.
but that's the thing. Again, Beth, as far as when you build this, one of the things that you and I talked about earlier, in the June billing, I would like to see on the water bill trash 00, just so that we know it's there and it's ready to go.
And I've been telling the public that
You
that's
haven't
gonna
come,
happen.
fantastic.
When, Beth, what's your uptake to get it on the bill? I mean, how, even in zeros?
Well, first they have to approve this proposal here from CompuTroll, and then once I get that they'll immediately download it and
Okay,
be up and running by the end of the month.
Okay, so that's no big deal.
Well, you're saying a dry run with trash
Yes.
and a 0.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, you could do that, and are you saying think of that?
Yeah, I can do that for the May, yeah.
Maybe they'll need
Well,
that.
end of
Okay.
this month, I can have it for the May,
All right.
yeah.
So
I
in
have-
2 weeks, he wants this draft agreement, what date are you looking at? Are you looking at the,
I would like you to get a copy to all of us by, no, I'd like it before that.
before 2 weeks? So that's 2 weeks.
Yeah. Can you get about 26th?
Is that Friday?
Yes. Okay, get a copy to all 3 board members, Mr. Beck, Mr. Myers, and myself by 26th of May, of April. Wrong month.
Rita, what about the provision for non-residents? Do we need to have anything in the ordinance stating that we can, for those who request service
Can we?
provided outside the city limits?
Public said they will do that.
Yes. And there are other towns, I see, no, we can't direct anyone that's not inside the city limits to do that, but we could offer it to them, and they will have a lower rate than anyone else is charging them. And there are so many sections that are not listed in town, even though they should be listed in town.
I've had 2 calls from people
Have you?
I've had,
on our water system that want trash service.
Yeah, I'd like to put in there. The other thing is business, that, since we're discussing this here. Definition of a business. This, we have said this for residents only, and feel free, either one of you two, to pack up here. We've said this is residents only. Now, and all of a sudden you get the sea lawyers, pardon me, our neighbor says that. But, let's say, well, I've got 3 apartments that I'm going to make me a company, and so therefore I should be exempt because I'm a business. No. I think, and Rita, correct me if I'm wrong, we can say that we exclude, because this is residential, we passed it as residential, that's what we want. We can say retail businesses, can we say that?
Well, I guess we can. We don't have anything in there about that right now.
I know.
We can,
We need it.
uh,
Retail businesses are exempt.
when you said, I want to go back for a second, when you said you would offer to non-residents, are you talking about non-resident water customers?
Yes.
Or just
Just
non-resident period?
Non-resident water customers.
Not just anybody that
I
happens
wouldn't want to get into
It would be up to Republic if somebody else wanted on.
Yeah, because they bid on a set customer, so if they go add to that, that's up to
Yeah.
them.
No, they
That's
may,
how
they
that's-
could possibly
We
extend
don't
that
have
rate
a
if
billing
somebody closes
system
down.
for
Sure.
non-water customers.
But that would be by private agreement, not on our.
Non-water customers, that's correct. Sir?
By retail, say you have someone that does manufacturing, small manufacturing here in town. By retail, do you mean
Well,
sales or just?
You see, I don't know, and it's the reason I asked Rita the word, okay? A residence is a residence. I don't care if it's rented, or if it's owned, or what have you. It's a residence. Okay, and that's what we passed the ordinance to do. A business, you know, we said businesses are exempt. Well, not being attorneys,
So could you say anything not residential?
yeah,
Okay.
I think.
You can say anything with storefront.
I lost my law degree.
Yeah. Now, you could say that, Mr. Connor.
Say what now?
Anything, you said anything with a storefront, but you see,
It
That-
does not exclude home-owned businesses.
No,
No, you don't wanna say it.
don't wanna say it that like
It's coming
that.
in the back door, you wanna,
Yeah,
Yeah, because there are people here in
I know,
town that
I
have.
know, and that's, a residence is a residence. And,
that's what you gotta say it.
Yeah, but if they have a retail business in their house.
yeah, then they'd come back and say, well, I got, no, okay, it's residence only. Yeah, I know.
He lit up over there.
And you can say something.
Well, you got somebody like Steve Richardson's wife that has Deidre's hair out,
Yeah,
and
That
that,
pure, so that pure hand.
yeah, but her
Yeah.
home is a residence, which is, you know, that's home business, and home business, that's a residence, you know.
yeah, that pure hand, pure soap
Yeah.
thing is another one.
No, they got their own building.
Yeah,
They do it separate from the house. Is it on a separate sewer bill?
No, it's the same property.
then that's a residence.